This section, we're going to look at estimating and evaluating. Along with the reasoning and problem-solving skills covered in the previous sections, critical thinking also involves the ability to estimate and evaluate. These skills are part of a bigger picture of being numerate. That is, having the ability to think about and communicate with numbers. We'll continue our critical thinking skills by applying reasoning and the steps of a problem solving to estimation and evaluation. To estimate is to make an approximate calculation or to roughly judge the value of a quantity. Important points about estimation. Estimates are an educated guess, not an exact amount. How precise do you want your estimate to be? And when should rounding occur? Should you round before any calculations are done or wait and round at the end? Suppose you are planning a wedding reception for 100 people. This is your first time planning such an event. You're asked by the couple to estimate the cost of the reception. So, I'm not a wedding planner. I don't know about you. But the book tells me that these are some things to consider. So, we'll go with what the book says. We want to think about what the cost of the venue will be. In other words, where they're going to have the wedding. We need to think about cost of food, decorations, and entertainment. Okay. So, if you search on the internet, it says the average in 2011, because this book was written, a few years ago, cost for a venue was $3,228. Says the average for food was $4,750, and the average for decorations is $900. Entertainment depends on what they want. Like, do they want a DJ or a single musician? That averages from $300 to $750. So the average of that would be $500. So we'll go with that. If you add all these up, you get $9,378. Well, you don't want to give your estimate that detailed, because then you're giving the impression that you expect it to end up exactly like that. So the best idea would be to round up to, say, $9,400 here. A public university is expanding its campus by building a new math and computer science center. Estimate the cost of the new center by using the cost specifications of the most recently constructed building on campus. The previous classroom building had 20,000 square feet of assigned space, with a construction cost of about $6 million. The new center needs to contain 40,000 square feet of assigned space. So you can see that 40,000 is 2 times 20,000, right? So could it be fair to estimate that the cost of the new building would be twice the cost of the previous building? So twice $6 million would be $12 million. And that may not be exact, but it'd be a good estimate taking in inflation and some other facts, like just because the building's bigger doesn't mean it's necessarily going to be exactly double. type things. Where's my last example? Well, it's not on here. Okay, well, then let me go get it on here, and I'll add this onto the video. Okay, here we go. Honestly, don't know how that happened because it was on my original. So, a 2011 study of student graduation data by Complete College America showed that on average, students end up taking significantly more credit than required to complete their college degree. According to the graph, students graduating with their certificate are required to take 30 credit hours. So you can see here in this first one that the students are required to take 30 credits. And the second one, the associate, you're supposed to take 60, and a bachelor's, you're supposed to take 120 credits. But the green is the number of credits that were needed. So each book here represents 5 credits, and then the blue are excess credits. Notice that the number of credits that students receive, that students receiving a certificate take, is missing. Estimate the number of credits students receiving a certificate actually take. So we said the green are the ones that they need. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 books. So they take 6 books, means 5 credits. That's 30 needed credits. And then 1, 2, this is hard to see, 3, 4, 5, 6 blue books. So 6 blue books for 5 credits each. There's 30 excess credits taken. So the students are taking 30 plus 30, or 60 credits. If the average cost of a credit hour is $287 when seeking a certificate, estimate the total cost for courses that students should pay for a certificate. So we're going to round this to 300 because it's average. So we want to make sure that you talk about, if that's an average, you want to kind of hit your top range of it. So we're going to round 287 to 300. And so they're supposed to take 30 credits. So if we multiply that by 300, then they should be spending $9,000 on their certificate. If the average cost of a credit hour is $287 when seeking a certificate, estimate the costs for courses that students end up paying if they take the average numbers of credits for a certificate. So we found in Part A that they actually end up taking 60 credits. And that would be double what we found for Part B. So we would take our 9,000 credits, or $9,000, multiply by 2, and they actually end up paying $18,000.